Are you planning to transition from a managerial role to a leadership role? Yeah, it could be that you are in the technical field from last 5 years, but now is the time when you feel that you need to gear up for the next level of role. Could be a leadership role, could be a management role. Now, how and what you should prepare and how you should get ready for that management role, it should be absolutely clear. You got to prepare yourself onto the people skills. That's the number one bullet point which you need to ensure. How do you build a team? How do you foster a trust and a great relationship and a mission and a goal driven environment where the team feels fully geared up and charged up to deliver more and more results? That's your number one thing which you need to work upon, which is your people skills. Then comes the number second point, which you have to be very, very, very strong. You know that there are always going to be emotions which are flowing in a human being. You need to control your emotions, and the term I use is called emotional intelligence. How do you foster that? How do you develop that? How do you get in a situation where there is a frustration, where there is an anger, where there is an anxiety, where there is a pressure? How do you release it? How do you come out of it? Yeah, there is an amazing book which I would want to recommend you at this stage if you want to control your emotions, is called Rabbit Moved My Cheese by Rashmi Dutt. Yeah, this is an amazing book which I will show you as a copy also at the last. And now, once you are sorted on these two things, I'm sure that you're gearing up for the next level of role, which is a management or a leadership role. The number third thing which always has to be kept in mind when you are transitioning is the decision making. Are you someone who is worried that I might take a wrong decision? It might go against the company. It might, lead to some kind of a big loss. No, that's not the way. Till the time you work on this, till the time you take some decisions, till the time you foster once again a quick decision making process in your mind, you will be never able to do that. When you are into a technical role, you also make certain decisions, but there you have the confidence that this decision might be, will sail through or will not sail through, will not create that kind of a, something which holds the things back inside. Whereas when you get to a management role, you have to do some quick decision making, because it's not only beneficial to you but also for the overall goal of the organization. Number fourth, ladies and gentlemen, if you have not heard about this, if you have not worked on this, you need to start working and preparing for it, is called strategic thinking. You have your own personal goals, you have your team's goals, you have your own aspirations, you have your team's aspirations, but all this is important. But the biggest of all this is the vision and the mission of the company. Are you aligned to that? Is your team aligned to that? Is the entire energy and the passion you are bringing on the table is getting aligned to the goal of the organization? Because that's the foremost, that's the biggest, and then rest of the things fall in place. So you got to bring that strategic thinking element into your mindset by practicing it, by working with a lot of stakeholders, by handling bigger customers, by handling bigger projects as well, where you might have a chance to lead a bigger team. Yes, but make sure you are working a lot more on your strategic thinking. Last but not the least, you got to always remember, I always want to say that this is the biggest missing link in my career when I was transitioning from a technical role to a management role and then to a leadership role, was always actually called leadership skills. Now, you can always say soft skills, people skills and leadership skills are quite similar and are very important. But when it comes to leadership, guys, you have to lead by an example. You have to take some calculated risks. You have to build that culture where people are not thinking that whether I should take this decision, whether this should backfire, and I always go by a formula called cost of ignorance. If you are not taking those decisions, you are limiting not only your potential, but you are limiting the team's potential as well. So as a leader, you have to explore the opportunities for your team, for yourself, and for the entire ecosystem. And that's actually going to make you stand out in the overall environment and see what comes your way. This is the way I would always suggest you to prepare on your next level of journey, which is definitely going to help you transition from a technical role to a managerial or a leadership role. Yeah, to know more, to learn more on these things, I keep shooting various videos on interview skills, cracking interviews. Here you can watch some of them. One is here, and you will be understanding more on these things. Looking forward to hearing your thoughts. Don't forget to put a comment into the chat box, and I will definitely be making some great content for you coming your way sometime soon. And this one is the book which I wanted to recommend you if you want to understand emotional intelligence, if you want to understand how you can foster that control of your anxiety, anger, frustration, etc. This book is my favorite by Rashmi Dutt and explains how you can control that.